Hey you guys, welcome back to Vera's View. I'm here to run down this week's Raw and SmackDown for you. I'm going to start off with Raw and my fails, of course. The first one being the Miz's promo that opened the show. I also really hated that they've added the stipulation to Extreme Rules where if Dean Ambrose gets disqualified, he loses his Intercontinental Championship. Now, what's to stop Maurice from getting into the ring and hitting the Miz in the face or something as soon as the match starts and her husband walking away with that title? It just makes no sense to me. Obviously, he's going to get him intentionally disqualified somehow, and we're going to have a new champion. I don't like it one little bit. And he's just going on with the same old shtick again. He's having Miz TV, he's having Sheamus and Cesaro on there, and he's doing his ranting and raving and whining about the same old stuff about how no one's getting opportunities, about how they're not respected. Now he's just projecting this onto other people, and I'm so over it. My next fail has to be Sasha Banks getting dragged into this whole 205 Live thing with Rich Swann, Noam Dar, and Alicia Fox. This is totally beneath her. I want to see her on that title chase for the Raw Women's Championship. I also feel bad for her because this has to throw a wrench in her travel schedule. She now has to do SmackDown, to do 205 Live, so she has to be having like a long old week. I just feel bad for her. My next fail is Titus pinning Kalisto. What is going on here? Is Titus a manager? Is he an active competitor? Is Apollo Crews with Titus, against Titus? He just seems to be on the fence about everything. And what happened to the guy who was apparently writing for Kalisto? Because no one's hiring him now if he's losing matches with the Tights. He was pinning everybody the last few weeks. Maybe we'll get some more clarity with all this next week on Raw. We can only hope, because I'm confused. My next fail, it has to be, sorry, and it pains me to say, I don't even want to say it, I almost said win, because I love Alexa Bliss so much, but it is her version of This Is Your Life, because it was an epic fail, you guys. I know it can never live up to the original, and we all know that going into it, but it was absolutely terrible. Terrible. I don't know if it was because the audience was shitting on her from the get-go. She just got booed right out of the gate. I know the acting was really bad, the writing was really bad, and it was also really long, which I know the WWE Universe doesn't usually have the attention span for stuff like that. Now, there was one little thing that I did like, and I will talk about it over in my wins column. My first win for Raw is Finn Balor versus Bray Wyatt versus Samoa Joe. I really like the dynamic of this match. There's a lot of double team going on, but Finn came out looking strong against two men, even if he was cheated out of the win by Samoa Joe. My next win is the Revival's appearance. I'm excited to see them back on Raw after Dash Wilder's injury. Now I don't think they're ready to compete just yet, but it looks like they're going to a program with Cass and Enzo, because Enzo's been attacked 2 weeks in a row now, and they show footage that proved that the Revival was backstage last week when he got attacked, and now conveniently enough they're back this week and he gets attacked again. Are they behind it? I guess we'll find out. Or maybe is Cass behind it, as Corey Graves hinted at on Raw. Anything can happen in the WWE. I don't want to see him break up just yet, but you never know. My next win is from the This Is Your Life, and it is when Alexa Bliss calls Bayley everyone's favorite human sock puppet. Now, that little line was quite a clever little homage to Mick Foley and the original This Is Your Life. I thought she was paying her respects there, which I really liked. And my next win is another classic Goldust vignette. I love seeing him go back to what made him famous in the first place. I'm really enjoying this. I would like to see Marlena start coming out to the ring with him smoking the old cigar like she used to, but I don't think Terry Reynolds is going to be down for that. I also liked R-Truth's take on it, where he has Truth Be Told Productions, so that was cool. My last win for Raw is going to shock some of you guys, and it is Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns. Yes, you heard me right. Roman Reigns. I thought he actually had a decent match here. I would have liked to see Seth Rollins win, of course, as he is much more of a favorite of mine. But I enjoyed seeing all 5 men that are involved in the Fatal 5-Way match at Extreme Rules have good matches on Raw. Let's talk about SmackDown now, shall we? Because I really enjoyed SmackDown this week. Top to bottom, I thought it was a good show. I had to have a fail. I couldn't give it no fails because that would make it a 5-star SmackDown. It was far from 5 stars. But my only real thing that bothered me the most was, besides Baron Corbin's being around, of course, but I'm not going to put that on the list, was Randy Orton's promo. Nothing in particular really bothered me about it, but I just didn't enjoy it. So I'm putting it on the old fails list. Now, my wins, this is going to be a long list, so bear with me. The line from Kevin Owens on the highlight reel when he's talking to Baron Corbin, he says to him, "Did you just interrupt my show to show a clip of you beating up Sami Zayn for a few minutes? I've been beating up Sami Zayn for 15 years. So that was really clever. Then a tag match breaks out where Sami Zayn and Shinsuke Nakamura team up against Kevin Owens and Baron Corbin. And Shinsuke gets the win when he pins Kevin Owens for the second time in as many weeks. This has to be good for him going into Money in the Bank, so really happy for him there. I actually enjoyed the Usos this week. Like, I really enjoyed them. I know I've been complaining a few weeks about their promos being confusing, but I really enjoyed this one when they come out and talk about everyone they've beat. They do the whole nope thing. Then they use my favorite line from this week probably when they say, just as they thought the Atlanta Falcons were going to beat the New England Patriots. Nope. As a Patriots fan, I had to eat that up with a spoon. The New Day then debuts for the first time on SmackDown Live since Kofi's injury and the Superstar Shakeup. Really enjoyed seeing them back. I love Kofi's crop top. I love when they say, those tag titles, we like some, we want some. I really enjoyed that. But the New Day is my next win again. Not the New Day, sorry. The Usos is my next win again because they were really on point this week. They said about the New Day, did you guys get lost skipping down the yellow brick road? And it said, we ought to take you 3 unicorns out back and take care of you Old Yeller style. That was a good line, I thought. My next win has to be a new Fashion Files. We all know how much I love the Fashion Files. They have a great line there where Fandango says, sweet Richard Simmons, what's this? I thought that was so great. They go into their office and find that it's completely trashed. And amongst all of the mess, but a better word, they find a bottle of cologne. So to them, that means the colognes have done this to their office, and they must now fight them. So it's going to be a good little feud for them. Now, maybe they didn't even do it. Maybe it was actually the Usos. They're going to go back into a program with them after the New Day, but who knows what's going on? Like I said before, anything can happen in WWE. And my next win is what it was supposed to be a 5-way elimination match for #1 contendership for the SmackDown Women's Championship. They all came out and chaos ensued. Everyone went mad. There was a crazy brawl. It was just insane. Everyone was going everywhere. Bodies were flying. Becky Lynch takes Carmella, throws her into the Timekeeper's area. She then dives off of the barricade onto Carmella. Tamina's just throwing people around. They're using the ring barricade. They're using the ring post. They're using steel steps. Anything they get their hands on to beat the crap out of each other. Natty actually gets put through the announce table by Charlotte. It was absolutely insane. Shake Man comes out and says, like, you guys can't get it together. You can't have this match right now. So what we're going to do is June 18th at Money in the Bank. Mark your calendars, ladies and gentlemen, because I'm excited. We are going to have the very first Money in the Bank ladder match for the women's division ever. They've never had a women's match at Money in the Bank. Well, a Money in the Bank women's match. And I am super stoked for it. I can't wait to see who wins. It's going to be amazing to see them flying around there with all those ladders because these women are tough as nails, as we saw this week in the brawl they had. And my last win for SmackDown is Dolph Ziggler versus AJ Styles. I just really enjoyed this match. I thought it was really good, and that's all I'm going to say about it because I can. And that's all for this week, you guys. Please check back soon for more Vera's View. I'm Vera for the WWFu InterNetwork.